YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video from Fantasy Good Sports. And today's video, guys, is going to be on your top 5 running backs going into your 2021 fantasy football season. Yes, I said it. Your top 5 running backs going into your 2021 fantasy football season. So let's get started, guys. My number 5 running back that I'm picking is Austin Eckler. Yes, I said it. Guys, he's a dual threat. I love guys that's getting passes and running the ball. I don't want one-dimensional backs. One-dimensional backs, I let them fall to me. But when I'm going to get a guy, I'm going to get the guys that can get 12, 13 catches in the pass game and also mess around and have 80 yards rushing. That's the type of guys that I like. So, yeah, he's one of the best dual threats. I was off last year only because he got hurt. I believe he could have been an MVP if he stayed healthy, guys, because he's going to have 100 catches and probably 1,000 yards rushers. And I said what I said. So let me move on. My number 4 running back, guys, is Jonathan Taylor. Yes, I said it. Jonathan Taylor, guys. And the reason why I'm picking Jonathan Taylor is, look, I don't think he's the greatest running back ever since sliced bread or something like that. But he has a great offensive line, and the dude runs a 4.4, and he's 230, 240 pounds. And he catches the ball decent. So I'm not saying he's going to have a lot of receptions, but when you're playing with the Colts, and I believe the Colts is going to be one of the best teams in the NFL this year because of their infrastructure. I love the way they built this team, and I love the acquisition they made with Carson Wentz. So Jonathan Taylor is a guy that you could pick up. Like I said, he's my number 4 running back. I don't believe he's the best running back on the board, but I do believe he's going to be a great discount type back, and to give him my homeboy a shout out with the discount thing that he does. So going on to my number 3, and everybody's kind of obvious, but he's not number 1, is Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, to me, is the best behind the center type running back in the league, guys. This guy's dynamic, and he also gets catches, too. Reason why I got a number 3 is because of wear and tear. He had some knee injuries in the past, and I just don't like to pick running backs that might get hurt. So that's the only reason. But Dalvin Cook is a monster. I have nothing bad to say about Dalvin Cook. He's on a Hall of Fame type career. So my number 2, guys, is a guy like I told you, he's good in the pass game and run game, and it's Alvin Kamara. Yes, I said it, Alvin Kamara. And guys, the reason why I got Alvin Kamara, he's a wide receiver and a power back. Yes, I said a power back. Yeah, because you think he's small, that he can't be powerful. Look at his broke tackles. He got more broke tackles than anybody other than Derrick Henry. So that guy's like Alvin. I wouldn't be surprised if Alvin Kamara squats like 600 pounds or 500 pounds, guys. He's very, very strong. So don't get the shifting this where he's just an agile back. He's a power back too. His only thing is his size. He can't get nicked up. That's the thing. So you can't use him 30, 40 times a game. So, yeah, I love Alvin Kamara, guys. So my number 1 running back, guys, and this is obvious, and I hate to say this because this is kind of oxymoron, but by him getting hurt was good for CMC. I said what I said. Him kind of getting hurt was good for CMC because I'm ready to bell cow him this year. I said what I said. I'm ready to bell cow him. And I feel like by him not getting a lot of totes last year, and the boy, you know what he is, and he can play receiver. He would be a top 15, top 20 receiver in the league if he just played that slot guy. He'd be just as good as Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. I said what I said. You can't guard the guy in the slot. But also he could play out wide too. He's that good. But yeah, I like CMC. You know what he's going to do. I don't know what team with the trades and stuff that he's going to be on, but it's all good. CMC still should be the number 1 running back that you take off the board this year, guy. So let me hand it over to my homeboy, Matt.
Yo, first of all, I appreciate it. Secondly, that list is it's very intriguing. A lot of those guys I do echo, and I see great points on that. I'm kind of go a little different on some of them. So I'm gonna give a caveat. First, I want to start off with number 5. Mm-hmm. My number 5 is A.J. Dillon. This is cutting edge. This is gonna be one of those ahead of the curve type picks. But I promise you, if they use him like I envisioned that they're going to do, like they did in that one game when they gave him the full workload.
When your boy went down with it, talking about, my back is too cold.
Right. But, and we'll get on that. I know where that's coming from. We'll get on that. But A.J. Dillon is a generational back, a prototypical. Yeah, he's a third down back. I mean, he made the same defense that shut not New England, but Tom Brady and the boys, KC. They shut KC down. Mm-hmm. That same defense, A.J. Dillon ran rush shot on the board.
He did.
I mean, he made Todd Bowles shake his head like, what in the world's going on? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
A.J. Dillon, I think they're going to give him the full workload this year. And if they do that, if you can get him 5th round, I got Derrick Henry like in the 5th round like 2 years ago. And I see the same potential.
I like
with A.J.
that.
Dillon.
I like that.
So A.J. Dillon's my number 5. Number 4, I'm going with another guy that me and you both spoke on, and you turned the light on to me about him. And then when I looked and I started researching him, I was like, man, this kid is gonna be awesome. And we had this conversation about it, and I told you, and I know we kind of went back and forth a little bit. I was like, yo, no, he gonna be the number 1. And I said something that I think that a lot of people probably was like, man, what are you talking about? I said he's gonna be better than CMC, and that's Antonio Gibson. Yes, I said what I said. Antonio Gibson. Listen, so we saw flashes of it this past season, and if he hadn't got hurt, I think he had turf toe, he would have been the offensive rookie of the year. I don't care what nobody said.
That's not a stretch. I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? And he was doing it kind of in a split timeshare. I like McKissick and all of that, and I think he's okay as a satellite back. But Antonio Gibson is more than a satellite back. He is a full blooded workhorse. So if you can give him that workload, which I think Turner is going to do that. He's going to give him, the carries as well as the receptions. I think he'll be a great value. Okay, my number 3. I kind of said this. What I'm going to say is Pittsburgh running back, whoever it may be. I think this year, bringing Big Ben back, they're going to have to establish the run. They're going to go in the draft. I already see this as an early pick. They're going to go in the draft. They're going to get they're going to bolster that offensive line without a doubt. So if you look back since probably 2014, 2018, when they focus on the run and they have a premier running back, they give him 20 or 30 carries, they're always in top 3, top 5 area. It goes from Le'Veon Bell, D. Will, James Conner. So whoever they got in the backfield, I don't care who it is. If they draft one, whatever the case may be, that Pittsburgh running back is going to finish within that, and I say he's going to be top 3. I know that's bold, but that's what I say. Number 2, CMC. He's coming in healthy this year. They're going to give him his workload again. He may even get more because, like you said, that's a great point. He basically had a year off. So they're going to give him all the workload. So it's not really to expound on that because you already gave credence to that. My number 1, which nobody's talking about, and it's like they forgot about this guy, Saquon Barkley. It's like they erased him from the memory banks of everybody in fantasy football. Saquon is a generational talent. Now, like I said, it kind of echoes when we was talking about the tight ends. Jason Garrett's effect, you're going to see that with him. We didn't get to see that this past season because it wasn't really enough time because he got hurt. But every running back that he's had, and you're a Dallas fan, you know this, even from McFadden, DeMarco Murray, all these guys, when they get the workload, they are top tier running backs in the league. And Saquon is head and shoulders above anybody that Dallas has ever had other than Emmitt Smith, in my opinion. So Saquon Barkley, in my opinion, healthy. He's going to get the workload. I mean, Wayne Gallman got 600, almost 700 yards. 4.6 yards a carry. Okay. So Wayne Gallman can do that. We all know what Saquon going to be. So Saquon's my number 1.
Okay, I got 2 things to talk about. I like what you said about Pittsburgh, but only in a certain manner. I do believe Pittsburgh is going to have a strong run game this year.
Right.
I believe it could be running back by committee.
Okay.
But those backs are going to be decent. I don't know how they're going to break it down because they still. But I'm not going to sit there and say that guy's going to be a top 5 running back. I think that's a little bit of hometown thing. And listen, I ain't seen a player that he ain't said they need to go to Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's true.
So the AFC All-Stars is the Pittsburgh Steelers with him. Every single player, CMC, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, he want them all there and rotating.
I mean, we basically got this AFC All-Star.
So that's what he said. So anytime he talks about Pittsburgh, he's going to put the best player there. I'm surprised he didn't say Saquon needs to go to Pittsburgh. Right. That's how he loved the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm going to go back to something you said about the Cowboys that I disagree with you fully on. I don't like Jason Garrett. Not as a person. I think he's a great person. He's very smart, but I don't like him as he's very vanilla. I don't like vanilla will get your players hurt. I said what I said. You have to put guys out in space to be able to make plays and get out of bounds. And that's how you see the injuries go down. But when you just straight north and south, it's old school football, it's old school injuries. I said what I said. So I don't like Jason Garrett. I don't like that for Saquon. I think Saquon needed to be in the offense. And I'm just going to give an example. This is not nothing that you can say, yeah, this is what's going on. But like an Arizona type. He needs to be out catching balls, 80, 90 balls. He needs to be getting 30 carries a game. That's going to wear out on a star, and it's too much on him. I don't like that. Getting catches is different than getting carries. Because, sometimes you get a catch and you just run out of bounds for 12 yards. But every time you get in a carry, you getting hit. And I don't like that for a running back. So that's what I rebuttal with that. I respect your list, but I just don't like Saquon being number one. Yes, that's good.
Right.
But if he had a different offensive coordinator,
right.
Yes. And this goes to the fact where I believe the offensive coordinators, guys, is going to be more like college coordinators. That's why I love what Arizona did for Kyler Murray. And also as far as with the running backs too, I think that gives them a little bit of breathing room. It doesn't wear and tear on them. Mm-hmm. And so that's the only thing I got to say about your list, man. But I respect your list.
Yeah,
you got a good list.
I appreciate it. Like I said, the only thing I can say, with the whole Jason Garrett situation is, history has shown, yes, he does run a vanilla type offense, but it works well, especially with the tight ends and the running backs. Saquon is a prototypical back. He can catch passes and get out in space, but that's what you want. You want him to get out in space. It ain't always north and south, but you got to play to his strengths. He's lateral, but you put him in one of those gaps, A, B, or C. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very hard for him not to get into the second level. And once he gets in the second level, it's over. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, for me, Saquon coming back healthy, and he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. See, that's one of those caveats that a lot of people don't talk about. That me and you talk about it a lot of times off camera, those X factors. Mm-hmm. That's key when you got a player who's hungry. Mm-hmm. Not only, but mentally. Mm-hmm. He's hungry. He's coming back, man. He wants to prove points. Because like I said, nobody's talking about Saquon. Mm-hmm. Not on this level. Mm-hmm. They probably will later on as we get in training camps and things like that. When the steam, starts to, come up a little bit and the talk and all that. But I don't know, man. Saquon, I think, is going to have a superb year. I think it's going to be one of those years, man. He's going to, like I said, if he stays healthy.
I think Jason Garrett might get fired in the middle of the season because I don't, like Zeke. Why does Zeke have more catches than he had like in the first 5 games than he probably had in the first 2 seasons? Because Jason Garrett is so vanilla, man, so north and south, and that puts a lot of strain on your running back. Yeah, if you got Derrick Henry, yeah. If I had Jason Garrett for Derrick Henry, yeah, I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that.
Right.
But no, man, I'm not going to pound a guy that's so dynamic in the pass and run game and to pound him through the tackles every play like that. Mm-hmm. That's kind of why they struggled a little bit early in the season. They wasn't being dynamic. Why did Daniel Jones regress? Because he was just old-fashioned drop back. But when he played in the shotgun as a rookie, you could see certain talents. You could see his speed. So Jason Garrett is not innovative. He's vanilla. If you need vanilla, yeah, I guess that's good. But right. I'm not. I'm about evolving, cutting edge. This is cutting edge. This is fantasy good sports. So I'm about cutting edge.
But the best way, like I said, even in a fight, the best way to knock down heavyweights, and let's say we use that in the same caveat as a heavyweight defensive line, you got a body blow. You got to hit them. You got to weaken them. And what better way to do that is with a battering ram running back. And that's what Saquon is. Yes, he is. He can do all type of things. He can catch passes out of the backfield, whatever. But you get that man 25, 30 carries to wear down that defense, game over. Okay. I mean, and that's the same way. That's what Derrick Henry does.
And I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So. But guys, thank you for tuning in to this video for my top 5 running backs going into the 2021 season, guys. Make sure you thumbs up this video and also subscribe to this channel, guys, because I'm going to keep giving you cutting edge information like this. And also, guys, be looking out for my Patreon and my draft guide. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed day.